Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of GTV. Today we have the District Heritage Fair at UNB.
We will start off the day with the opening ceremonies,
and then the judging will begin.
Next, the students will be participating in workshops, learning about Fredericton Museum, King's Landing, and NB Sports Hall of Fame.
Then all the public can view all the different projects.
And then we will end off the day with the closing ceremonies where they will present the winners and give out awards. Thanks for joining us today on this very special episode of GTV.
With the gray hair. It really is a pleasure to be here today. And Craig Leonard, who is our Minister of Energy.
At approximately 2:30, and at the closing ceremonies, our superintendent from our district, named McTimoney, and the Lieutenant Governor, Greg Nicholas, are going to be here sharing with us at our closing ceremony.
Hello there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Attention girls, as the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. Goalie jumps, and the players call, and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores, and the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name, and the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
What is your project about?
My project's on CBC, and CBC is the oldest and largest national public broadcaster for Canada, and it has given Canadians good news and many different channels that like hockey, Dragon's Den, 50 State, and shows like that.
Okay, why did you choose this topic?
Because CBC has, like I said, the oldest and largest culture national public broadcaster, and I was quite interested in that.
Okay. What did you learn?
I learned that CBC doesn't just give news, it gives everything else that Canada loves to do, like playing hockey or different sports they enjoy watching.
And did you enjoy taking part in the Heritage Fair, and why?
I enjoy taking part in the Heritage Fair because I love to learn about CBC. It's been a great experience to learn how in different ways it has influenced Canada.
Great, thank you.
What is your project about? Our project is about when the Highland Games started in Canada. And the first Highland Games started in Canada in Antigonish in 1863. And the Highland Games in Antigonish were a big aspect to our community because it brought money to the community and it helped like hospitals and the physical activity. And Maxwell, Ontario is one of the biggest Highland Games in the world because the people of Calgary estimated that the Maxwell, Ontario has one of the biggest Highland Games in the world. Thank you, girls.
So what is your project about?
My project is about the Hopewell Rocks, one of our biggest attractive sites in all of New Brunswick. We have the highest tides because of the Earth and Sun's gravitational pull. I choose this topic because everyone thinks it's a really beautiful place and I wish to learn more about it and why it's related to our heritage. And I learned a lot more, like the Micmacs, one of our native tribes lived there and created colorful pledges and know the tides better than anybody to this day.
Good job. What is your project about?
My project is about Joseph Strickland, who's the illustrator and co-creator of the Superman comic books. He and his partner Jerry Siegel, who wrote them, created the comic books together, and they had to sue DC National, which is now DC Comics, twice before they actually got recognition to creating the character.
What impresses you the most about today?
I would say just the amount of effort and time that all the students put into their projects. It's clear that a lot of students put the extra little bit of time and work into them to make sure that they, created the best work that they possibly could, and it's definitely shows.
So, what impresses you the most?
Well, I think the thing that impresses me the most is the fact that all the children who've been involved have obviously done so much work. They've they picked a project, they've researched it, they've presented it in a very, very interesting format, and they've also had to stand up and deliver to a judge. So I think that's just phenomenal work.
Why is the Heritage Fair important?
Well, I think the Heritage Fair is important because it gives students an opportunity to learn about their own culture, and they get a lot of choice. So they get to choose the topic that interests them, and then it's a lot more meaningful. So for example, one of my students, Amanda, she did a project on the changes in the Macbuck Dam when they dammed over a community that was named after her great-grandfather. So she got to explore her own family heritage, and we all learned a lot from her.
Is it real? Oh, I can't say that word.
We're learning about the history of Fredericton Museum.
What did you learn in the workshop?
Well, during the workshop, we learned about fashion in the late 1900s. So we learned about different styles and different time periods of dresses.
The Showcase Award is entitled CBC by Vardun Mahatwa from George Street Middle.
Go.
So, we heard you win. How did you feel about winning?
Well, I felt really good. I've been really working hard with that, and I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Harry Forrestal, who helped me by letting me interview him, and my parents who helped me do my project.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you very much.